Hello everyone, welcome back to the series of full stack web development. I hope all of you are doing well. So in previous tutorials we have seen how the XML and JSON data format works. Now in this tutorial we are going to learn about jQuery. jQuery is a JavaScript library and it simplifies the JavaScript programming to a very large extent. Also it is very easy to learn, but you should have the basic knowledge of HTML, CSS and JavaScript to learn this library of JavaScript. You might ask whether jQuery will run similar in all the browsers. So answer is yes, because it knows all about the cross browser issues and that has been already included in the library. So let us get started now. So first question is, how can you add jQuery to your web page? So there are two things. So first is, you can download the jQuery library from its official website jquery.com. You can go to download page and download one of them. So I have already downloaded this file, which I will show you next. And secondly, you can include jQuery from CDN like Google. CDN is called Content Delivery Network, which you can see here. So you can use any one of them. Okay, so let us talk about them now. The first one is, you can download the jQuery, and there are two files available for the downloading. The first one is production version and the second one is development version. The production version is for your live website because it has been minified and has been compressed, so you cannot read the file. Second one, development version, this is for testing and development purpose, and it is uncompressed and readable code. You can download any one of them and reference it with the script tag. You need to place the jQuery file in the same directory as the pages of website. Secondly, if you don't want to download the jQuery file and host in your system, then you can get it from CDN. So what you have to do, you have to use this URL and use it inside script tag. So let me tell you how you can do that. Here the first script tag is using downloaded version of jQuery and the second one is using content delivery network URL. But there is one advantage of content delivery network. Many users would have already downloaded the file, I mean jQuery file, from the content delivery network whenever they would have visited some other website. So as a result, it will be loaded from the cache when they visit your website and it leads to faster loading. Secondly, most of the content delivery network will make sure that whenever a user requests a file from it, it will be served from the server closest to them. So that also leads to faster loading time. Now let us start with the syntax of jQuery and see how you can select HTML elements and perform action on them. So basic syntax of the jQuery is $, selector dot action. So this dollar defines or access jQuery. Secondly, selector is to find the HTML elements. And third one is action, and it is the action that has to be performed on the elements. So now let us see some examples. I will provide you three examples here. This means that hide all elements with paragraph tag. Second statement performs the action of hiding all the elements having class JS. Third one hides all the element with ID JS. Basically there are not multiple elements with same ID, so this should hide one element with ID JS. And all these methods should be kept inside a document ready event. So here will be all the methods of jQuery. First see the demo of these three statements, and then we will see why all these methods or why all the jQuery statements should be inside this function. So here we have two headings, h1 and h2. h1 is having class heading 1, h2 is having id heading 2, and then there are two paragraphs. So we'll use the statement we have already seen. Here is the file in browser. You can see this is first heading, second one, and then two paragraphs. Now use the jQuery statement p dot hide and see if you can hide these two paragraphs using this statement. And now you can see those two paragraphs are hidden. Now use another statement. In this we will use heading 1. Heading 1 is class, so we are using dot here. You can see the first heading is also hidden. Do it for second id, which is heading 2, and now run this statement. Now you can see all three are hidden here. Now you have seen the working of these three statements directly on the console of browser. So let us try to run these three statements from the file where you have included jQuery library. So let us use the script tag and write these three statements inside that. So we have already written that. First try to remove these three statements. Here you can see that we are already getting all the headings and all the paragraphs. Now I will include these statements and see the output again. Here I have copied and saved the file. Now let us run the program. Here you can see the output is hidden already just because we have executed a JavaScript query to hide these statements. So see the source page. Here you can see these three statements inside the script tag. So this indicates that all the headings and paragraphs are hidden by the execution of these jQuery statements. So you have seen that how we used these three statements for a demo purpose. Now come back to our previous discussion of document ready event and understand why should we keep all the jQuery method inside this. You can also use another statement for this purpose, which is shorter version of it, and it can be written like this. So here is the first method and here is the second method. So we put all the jQuery method inside this function to prevent any jQuery from running before a document is finished loading or is ready. So it's good practice to wait for the document getting fully loaded and then we start working on it. And also this allows you to have your JS code before the body, which you should keep inside the head tag. So we'll see a demo of it again. Here you can see we have the script tag inside body and at the bottom. So let us copy these statements and comment this whole thing. Create a new script tag inside head and paste all the statements here. Now open this file again in the browser and see whether it is able to hide the headings and paragraphs. So here are the headings and paragraphs in front of you. You can see the page source and you have three statements here and the headings and paragraphs here, but nothing is hidden. This is because the document is not loaded fully. So what we can do now? Use this function or this function to run these jQuery methods. So here write the document ready event and put all these statements inside this function. Now again open this file in browser. Refresh the page and see if this hides all the headings and paragraphs. And this has done everything. You can also use shorter version of this function, which is this. Again try opening this file in your browser. Refresh the page and you can see everything is hidden. So you can use any of these functions, whatever you like. So the first one is self-explanatory and easier to understand when you are reading the code. So I think this introduction of jQuery is enough for this lecture. We'll cover a few more things in coming lectures. Till then, thank you so much.